Once upon a time, there lived a raven on the edge of the forest near the Himalayas. He was free and would always roam around anywhere he wanted. However, people despised him for his bad looks and would shoo him away every time he came close to them. This made him very sad, and at times he thought about ending his life. The raven was always sad and would cry all day long. One day, while he was quietly crying on a branch of a tree, it so happened that a wise old monk was meditating below. His tears fell on the monk's cheek, and the monk looked up. "Why are you crying, my friend?" the monk inquired. "Everyone hates me. Nobody wants me to even be around them. I feel my life has no meaning and purpose. I wish I had never been born," cried the raven. The wise monk heard the raven's words and smiled. He told Raven that the key to happiness was to be content with what you already have. The raven was confused and did not understand how that would help. He was still sad and miserable. The monk promised to help the raven and said, "Tell me what you want, and I'll help you with my magical powers." The raven got excited and thought that swans are the most beautiful birds. They must surely be happy. He told the monk that he wanted to be a swan. The monk guaranteed to fulfill his request, but there was a condition. Once he became a swan, he couldn't turn back to his original form again. So he advised the raven to first visit a swan and inquire if he was happy with his life, or the raven would end up miserable again. Confused but excited, the raven took off to find a swan and found one on the beautiful lake near the forest. The raven told Swan about his ordeal and about his encounter with the monk. The swan replied, "I too thought that I was the most beautiful and happiest bird. But then one day, I saw a beautiful parrot fly by. While I am plain white in color, the parrot had feathers of two colors and looked even more beautiful. Ever since, I have been sad about my looks." Hearing this, the raven flew back to the forest in search of a parrot and found one sitting on a tree. On hearing his story, the parrot said, "I too imagined myself to be the happiest bird around until I came across a peacock. They have magnificent and colorful feathers and walk around with such grace. Ever since, I feel terrible about my looks." The raven flew in search of a peacock. It took him some time, but he finally found one in a zoo in the nearby city. A lot of people had gathered around the bird's enclosure and were clicking photos of the majestic bird. Seeing this, the raven got excited that he might finally have his answers. He told his story to the peacock, to which he replied, "I hate being in a cage. I cannot go anywhere or meet my friends, and people always come close and pluck my feathers, which is very painful. My beauty has been the reason for my suffering. I have rather always admired you ravens. While I am locked up, you get to fly anywhere you want to, and no one disturbs you. I miss my freedom, and I always wish that I was rather born as a raven than a peacock." Shocked by these words, the realization finally dawned on the raven, and he was happy after a long time. He flew back to the forest to thank the wise monk. In life, comparing ourselves to others will always make us sad, depressed, and miserable. The key to happiness is to be content with what we already have. Thank you for watching this video. If this video helped you, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon for more updates. Have a great day and a great life.